Good. So now that you have some balancing standing drills to work through to strengthen your attachments in order to maintain the one height principle, and that you've been doing some bow stance work, establishing your base so that you have a sense of earth, again from the Dantian down is perceived as earth and strong, supportive, and the Dantian up is soft, heavenly, relaxed. It's time to get started on the form. So let's look at the Tai Chi Beginning, the very first posture of the 24. So we start with our feet together, side by side, facing straight ahead. My weight distribution is pretty much even. We're going to shift our weight to the right leg. And again, just before I do this, remember you should practice doing the form in both directions. Right now, with this video series, I'm going to do it in the normal direction that 99% of the world does. But whatever I do, if I'm shifting to the right to start my form, I should also practice shifting to my left and learn how to do the form in the other direction. It's not balanced if you only go one way. Okay? All right. So I'm going to shift all my weight to my right leg, which means I'm going to make that my yang, or my substantial leg. I'm going to bend my left knee. Now, in bending my left knee, what I'm really sort of focusing my attention on is peeling the heel off of the floor and just feeling my left foot release right down to the big toe. From here, I'm going to slide my foot out sideways. Now here's the tricky part. Notice that if I just put my foot out to the side, if I bring this to the floor, I'm putting pressure on the instep of my foot. We don't want to do that. What we want to do, and I call this planting, I want to send this foot out sideways as if I was trying to kick something with the edge of my foot. If this was my hand, it would be kind of like a knife edge thing. Same here. I'm sort of kicking sideways, which forces my foot going from this angle to this angle. So you have to kind of concentrate on cocking your ankle downward in order that when I put my foot down, it's already parallel to the floor. So that's economy of movement. I don't have to make any adjustments. So the first part that sets the precedence for the whole form is to sink in the right leg, corkscrew, root yourself, slide the left foot out, and cock the ankle down so that the foot is parallel to the floor. Now, drop your foot to the floor, not by reaching down like this. Again, that breaks the alignment, destroys the purpose of the previous setup. We don't want to do that. We want to have the foot already parallel to the floor. So when I sink in the right foot, I plant it. Now the distance you're going to try to figure out and feel will be a Wu Chi distance. So that's going to take a little practice as to like, well, how far out do I put this foot before I plant it? All right, so from here, I'm going to slide this out to the side, turn my ankle, plant my foot. Now I'm going to shift my weight, and I call this rooting. So the very beginning is a two-step process. Feet parallel, 50-50 weight distribution, sink a little, 100% of weight in the right leg, that's yang, full. My left leg is my yin and insubstantial. Peel the foot off the floor, slide it out, cock the ankle down, bend the right knee to bring the left foot to the ground. Do not reach for the ground, plant to the ground. Shift your weight to the center. Now, I shouldn't have to say this, but I will, just as a reminder. Tongue is on the roof of your mouth, lips are closed, you're breathing in and out through your nose. I'm going to talk about how you breathe through the form, like at the very end, after we get the entire form documented, because breathing is a study all of its own, and it would just confuse you if I tried to introduce that concept right here. All right, so for now, let's not think about breath, but we're going to start the form like this. Raise up, your hands never go above shoulder level. Then, what I like to call is roll the log. What I mean by that is this. As I move my center, your center always leads your movements, always. So even here, I'm going to raise my center first. I'm going to start the process here, chi coming up through the center. I'm going to raise my center, that lifts my hands. Just before my hands reach the top of my shoulder level, I'm going to drop my center. My center is going to drop my elbows. Now my hands are relaxed, so when my elbows bend, they're going to just kind of roll over. And that's where I come up with this idea of rolling the log. That's what you're going to hear me say. Imagine that your wrists are attached to a log floating in water. So when I bend my knees and the elbows follow, then it's like I'm rolling a log to establish my one height. It's right here that you say, I want an easy workout, a hard workout, or a crazy workout. The deeper you sit in your legs, the harder the workout's going to become if you try to hold one height. So you don't have to pound pavement and run hard and do crazy things. You can get a cardio workout from Tai Chi Chuan just by lowering your stance. All right? So taking this one more time, I'll do it from the side. So I'm going to bend my right leg. I'm going to slide my left foot out, cock my ankle to flatten my foot to make it parallel to the floor. I'm going to bend the right knee to plant my foot, shift my weight to center. I'm 50-50. And this is where I'm going to kind of roll the log. So lift your center first to raise the hands, drop the center to drop the waist, to drop the elbows, to roll the log, and then sink to the height that you've decided you want for your Tai Chi form, knowing that wherever it is, you're going to keep that ceiling right here an inch above your head so that you don't hit it when you're going transitions from bow stance to bow stance through most of your gestures. So that's the Tai Chi Beginning. So now that we've established the Tai Chi Beginning, I'm going to show you the second part of the Tai Chi Beginning. It's really to prepare the parting of the wild horse's mane, so you can look at it either as the first gesture or preparing for the first gesture. Don't really care whether you think of it in terms of it's part of the Tai Chi Beginning or if it's the start of the parting of the wild horse's mane. Needless to say, after I take my breath, the next thing I'm going to do is again use my center. You never move your hands or feet without moving your center first. Turn the center to move the elbow out to the side, parallel to the floor. Now you want to take your Zen point from there and switch it to watching your left hand, because you're going to use that to guide your vision off to your left 90 degrees. Now I'm still 50-50 in both my feet. Here's where I'm going to start to make my transition to my right foot. So as I shift back, relax your right wrist. Once your left hand is over your left foot, use your center to pull the hand back and bring your foot to a center step. Now I'm holding the ball off of my right hip. Shoulder down, elbows down, got my Zen point, and I'm chambered. Again, this is a form of Jing. Jing is storing energy, so I'm sort of winding up before I take my step and execute parting of the wild horse's mane. One other thing I'd like to draw your attention to when you're doing the Tai Chi Beginning is the right hand, and I'll show you what I mean by that. After we take our breath, there's a tendency when we do the next part, which is to lead with the center, to open the elbow. Be careful when you bring this left hand around. Keep the right hand right where it is. Try to avoid bringing them both with you and then bringing them back. So basically, once I take my breath, I use my center. I'm going to use my center to move my hand to get my new Zen point. When I bring my center back, that's when my right hand will drop, but it never really left this position. So from an economic viewpoint, turn, keep the right hand right where it is. Open up the shoulder, bring everything back, hold the ball, store the Jing, release it, sit in the Kwa. So again, you need to practice this in both directions. If you're looking at the camera and following me, like if you're trying to mirror me, this is me going in the opposite direction that most people execute the form. But for you, the viewer, you'd be watching it, and if you're mirroring me, this would be going in the direction that most people learn this form in. So just to finish one more time, Going through the whole sequence, Tai Chi Beginning up to Parting the Wild Horse's Mane should look like this. So I'm going to do it in the direction of the form, which is going to be backwards to you. So I'm going to do that one more time with verbiage, just to bring your attention to key points. So with my feet together, peel the left foot, extend it to the side, cock the ankle down, plant the foot. Bring yourself to Wu Chi. Lift the center to lift your hands. Drop the center to drop the elbows to roll the log. Turn the center to lift the elbow. The center continues to move my hand, and I'm watching my hand. Once I'm over here, I start to shift to my right leg, but again, watch that the center will pull the hand, lead with the center, pull the hand to pull the foot. Now my center line is straight ahead over here, but my Zen point's over there. Advance, again, don't lean, stay sunk. Step over the rails, toes straight ahead. The left hand comes up like drawing the sword, right hand goes straight down. I'm 50-50. Use your center to pull that back foot, and then a little bit more center to sit in the kwa and finish your gesture. All right. Shift right, peel left, extend. Remember to cock the ankle to flatten the foot. Sink in the right knee to plant the left foot. Shift your weight. Stop at 50-50. Root through the bubbling wells. You should be in Wu Chi. Lift the center to lift the hands. Drop the center to drop the elbows and roll the log. Turn the center to open up the left elbow. Watch your left hand. Let it guide you to your Zen point 90 degrees to your left. Shift to the right leg. Relax the right wrist. Keep the elbow down like Principle 5. When the left hand passes over the left foot, use your center to pull it back. Hold the ball. Shift left, peel right. Extend, keep the ankle bent, flatten the foot parallel to the floor. Sink in the left leg to plant it. Shift your weight. 50-50, root in your Wu Chi stance. Raise the center to raise the hands. Drop the center to drop the elbows, sink the shoulders, roll the log. Turn the center to open up the right elbow. Watch your right hand. Let it guide you to your Zen point 90 degrees to your right. Shift to the left leg. Relax the left hand. Keep the elbow down. Slide the foot in when the hand passes over it. Hold the ball off of your left hip. This is doing the normal direction of the form. Shift right, peel left, extend, cock the ankle, plant the foot, shift your weight 50-50. Raise the center to raise the hands, drop the center to sink the elbows, roll the log. Turn the center to open the left. Don't let the right hand move. Follow your left hand with your eyes. Shift into the right leg, relax the right wrist. When your left hand is over the foot, use your center to pull everything back. Hold the ball. Step over the rail to the right. Shift left, peel right. Extend, cock the ankle down, plant, root, roll the log, sink the center, sink the shoulders, elbows. Turn the center to open up the right. Follow your hand to lead you to a new Zen point. Use your center to pull the hand back. Relax the wrist. Bring the right foot in. Naya will do the form facing you. So again, you can follow this as if you were doing it in class in the normal direction, which would be to your left. I'm going to reverse everything so that you can see me in front of you and mirror what I'm doing. Shift right. Peel left, extend, Cock the ankle, plant, shift, root, lift the center to lift the hands, drop the center to sink the shoulders, elbows, roll the log, turn the waist to open up your left hand. Follow your hand, shift to your right leg, pull the foot in. Okay, going in the other direction. Shift left, peel right, extend, cock the ankle, bend the left leg to plant the foot, Wu Chi. Lift the center to lift the hands, drop the center to sink the elbows, roll the log. Turn the waist to open the right hand, follow it with your eyes. Use the center to bring everything back. Relax the left wrist, pull in the right leg, hold the ball. Parting the wild horse's mane.